Hey everybody, it's Allison, the Holistic Homesteader. I am headed outside to do some work in the garden, and I figured I would show you guys what I am up to today. I have made my way up to our garden. This is really the first time I've been able to get out here and show it to you guys. Our weather has been absolute crap. So, I'm gonna widen this out a little bit. You can see there's our chicken coop over there. I have some sunflower stalks still in here, and I never got around to taking up all of the plastic and stuff. On this one here, I had peppers, and this was tomatoes and calendula. And winter came on so fast that I was never able to get all of this cleaned up. So that's what I'm going to work on today. I'm going to remove this plastic, and this is set in here with these stakes. So I've got to go through and make sure I collect all of those, and then I'm not going to use this plastic again. I'm going to try to eliminate using plastic in here. I'm going to try to find some kind of fabric to use instead, but you can see that this is a very big garden. Ruger has joined us. Hi, Betty. In the past, we've used tree bark. We are in the lumber industry, so tree bark is pretty readily available. We've used that in the past. I don't know what we're gonna do, but we need to, he's just having a good old time back there, isn't he? What are you doing? The life of a farm dog. Hi, Betty. What are you doing? He's always nearby. All right. So anyway, yeah, that's what we're going to do today. I don't even know where I was at in this conversation. I was too distracted by his cuteness. But, all right. So, yeah, I'm going to clean up the plastic. I'm going to collect all those stakes. I'm going to pull all of the dead plants. This was, I believe, echinacea, so there are still some seed buds here at the top. Let's just take a look at those, because these might be worthwhile to collect. Aren't those cool? Sometimes I like to let things just kind of go to seed, because birds and stuff were chomping on those all winter long, and same thing with the sunflowers. You can see from the chicken coop, I've cleaned my chicken coop 2 different times. This was the first time. This was this last time. That's since we've had this round of meat birds, if you've been following along on our meat bird journey. I take the pine shavings, and it's mixed with all of the chicken poop, and I just dump it in our garden here. And then when we go to plow it, we'll all get plowed into the dirt, and it's really great nitrogen. Adds some acidity to the soil with the pine. So, yeah. All right, there we go. We're gonna get busy. So as I have been pulling my pepper plants out, I have been noticing a lot of earthworm activity in the soil. I was saying about worms, right? Oh my god, that guy is so big. He's trying to go down in his home. They're completely harmless, just an earthworm. This guy is just really big. So I got all my plants pulled. That'll just make removing this plastic all that much easier. I'm just making a pile, or 2 piles. And I will just take it over there in the woods and throw it. Makes good stuff for other critters to make their homes out of. Yeah, so we got everything pulled up. We're going to keep removing these stakes. Don't want to leave any of those behind for the tractor to till up. And then I'm going to get rid of the plastic, and we'll be ready to move on to the next step here. woolly worm on the move. Alright, so we got all the plastic up, all of our stakes pulled, all of the big bushy plants all piled up over there by Ruger. I'm going to take those to the woods. I just wanted to point out a few things. So I cleaned off my echinacea a little bit, and it's already growing. This is a perennial, and it will grow every year. This is, I think, probably the 4th summer. And the same thing over here with, this is, I believe, evening primrose or St. John's wort. I can't remember, I'd have to see it. I'm pretty sure it's dead this time around. This may be like a biennial, meaning it lives 2 years. Yeah, this is definitely dead. So I'm gonna pull this up. I did notice a few more things coming up though. So this was the little herb garden section of my garden. And all of these right here are chamomile. These light little feathery leaves. And then what else did I see growing? Yes, this right here is mother's wort. All of these, which they are spread out everywhere, all of these are actually poppy, and they spread like crazy. They are everywhere, if you notice. I thought there was one more thing I noticed. Oh, right here. This is something, and I can't remember what. So I've got to wait for it to get a little bit bigger before I can tell you what exactly that is, but it is something also medicinal. So I am actually going to dig up this chamomile, that mystery plant right there. I said I'm not sure what that is. I'm going to dig it up, and the mother's wort, and probably I'm going to try to dig up my echinacea. I want to transplant all of those down to the flower bed in front of the pool deck. That's going to be my herb garden this year. So I'm going to grab a shovel, I'm going to get those dug out and get those transplanted. So I dug out my echinacea, mother's wort, mystery plant, chamomile. I have them all here in my wheelbarrow. So that is chamomile, echinacea, or coneflower, whatever you want to call it. This is my mystery plant, and then that's mother's wort. All right, from here, I'm going to go up in that corner. Oops, I'm going to go up in that corner. If you remember from other videos I've done, that is the area where I plant my garlic and my peas. So I'm going to find a good spot to put those. And I see over here my rhubarb is coming up. I have a couple of spots of rhubarb. Storm is coming back to the coop, needs everybody to know. And I have asparagus planted in here too, but I don't see any popping up yet. So I grabbed my rake and I raked up this area up here by my compost bin. It is still very weedy and very disastrous. These are actually leftover garlics that have decided to sprout. So I'm probably going to not do this today. I'm probably going to dig these out and get them separated. You can see there's 2 that are separated, but like this is a big cluster of like 8 of them. This is a big cluster. So I'm not going to let these go to waste. I'm probably not going to plant any other bulbs. I'm probably just going to dig all of these out, and then once they're dug out, we'll get this area rototilled. And because I do not see any signs of asparagus coming up at all. And we've never really gotten a whole lot of asparagus, just a few stalks here and there. So I'm probably going to dig those out, till all this up and then plant these sprouted garlics in rows up here. And then right up over the hill, oh, look at that beautiful blue sky. Right up over the hill, we have a big pile of bark. So I'll be able to get a couple loads of that, and I'll put that all in this area in between my rows and stuff to help keep the weeds away. And so then I know right where my garlic and my rhubarb is planted. One other thing, I'm going to leave this plant here. This is what I believe is yellow dock, which has medicinal benefits. So I'm going to leave it. I'm not 100% sure that that's what it is, but those leaves look really familiar. So we're going to leave that there and see if I was right or not. So from here, I got all of my herbs taken out of there. I'm gonna go take them, put them by the pool deck, and probably gonna call it a wrap for the day. So we'll see when Brian's feeling up to rototill in this area, because that'll determine when these come out of the ground. Hopefully sooner than later, because they're already getting pretty nicely sized. When you plant garlic you can plant garlic in the winter and it'll be ready to harvest in like June, or you can plant garlic, where I live anyway, in like April, and it'll be ready in, you know, like October-ish. So you can succession plant your garlic like a lot of your vegetables in your garden, and you'll get multiple yields of produce, not just one. I got all of my herbs transplanted down to the front of my house. So this is the mystery plant. And I have echinacea, another echinacea, mother's wort, and then the chamomile. This is a hydrangea, and then I think these are a salvia, and then we have some locks, I believe is what they call that. And randomly throughout here I have some, what do I have? Gladiolas, and then way down there I have peonies. So I'm going to fill from like here over, I'm going to fill that with more herbs. I have comfrey and marshmallow started in the house, and then I'm going to add more herbs to this little section. Most herbs are perennial, they will continue to come back. My basil does not look like it will be, however. And I'm not sure off the top of my head if basil is a perennial or an annual. It must be an annual. But thyme, sage, rosemary, and I believe either mint or oregano. It smells like mint right now, but I could have sworn it was oregano. I have them covered with this netting just to help the chickens stay out of it. I'm guessing eventually they like to scratch in the dirt, and either eventually I'm going to have to put this all through here. Bears up there, keep it guard. Or I'm thinking about putting little sandstone rocks in here around all of the plants, and then filling in from like stone to stone, just filling it in. Like a lot of people would use a river rock or a lava rock or a white limestone. I'm thinking about just using regular old sandstone. That's what's in our driveway, and I think it would look pretty good, and it would be really cost effective. So I'll keep you updated on that. I'm not sure what he's doing. Must be wanting out of the sun. All right, everybody, I hope you have enjoyed this little homestead gardening update. We will see y'all next time. All right, bye.